Okay. All right. So next problem, even less pieces than the last one.
Good.
White king on f6.
Okay.
White pawn on g5.
Okay.
Black king on h7. White to play one.
Okay. Pawn on g5, black king on h7, and king on f6. Okay, so it's king on h7, right? And f6.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I play g6, king h8, g7, g8 is a draw. If g6, king h8, king f7 is a draw. If king f7, king h8, g6 is a draw. King f7, king h8, king f8, king h7. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm trying to remember what the idea here is. So king h7. So let's see. Let's start with okay. Hold on. G6. Let's see. G6 check. King h8. Oh man. No, that I can't. That feels wrong. And king h8. Hey, hold on. King h8. Okay. New plan. Let's start with king f7. King h8, like the only move. Um, and I have to remember that if g6, yeah, g6 is a draw. But then I have king g6, yeah, king g6, king g8, and then king h6, king h8, g6. That's winning. G6, king g8, g7, king has to move, then king h7, and g8 is a queen.
Well done. Well done. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say, yeah, you were
Yeah,
right with this one. Because king f7, king h8, king g6.
yeah,
We often forget, but that if our king gets on that magical sixth rank
magic.
and we're in front of the pawn,
It's
then
a
it's a
win.
win.
Yeah,
So then the opposition isn't a thing anymore. We're just simply winning. Okay, so last position.
great.
White king on f1.
All right.
White pawn on d4. Black king on h8.
Oh wow.
White to play and win.
Okay, so white king is on f1, white pawn on d4, black king's on h8.
Yes.
Okay, this one's easy, I think. Um, so I guess start with king e2, king e2, king g7, king d3, uh, king f6, king e4. Let's see play. King. Where does he put his king? Let's say king e6. Um, then I play. Wait, where did I put my king? I went king e2, king d3, king e4. Wait, how did I? Guess I actually messed that up. King f2, king g7. Wait, not king f2. Wait, I'm on f1. King e2, yeah. King e2, king d3. So I'm at king e2, king g7. King d3, yeah. So king f6. King c4. I said maybe king e6. And then king c5, I think. And after king c5, he can't play king d6. And he can't play any useful moves, really. So he has to go like king d7. But then king d7, king d5 opposition. I win.
King
Um,
E7.
king d7, king d7, king d5.
Mhm, right, right. But what
Uh,
if King E7?
king e7, I just keep pushing my king. I go king e7, I play king c6,
Good, good. Okay, so
and
yeah, that is also the solution. We get our king around the pawn.
yep,
So before you you take out blindfold, let's revisit the first position.
sure.
So last two you got
The
no
first,
problem, but the
the
first
first
position
one.
I think you
All
rushed a
right,
little bit.
all right. So the
Do
first
you remember it?
position, yeah, I remember it. My king. So the first position, my king is he has a pawn on g7. My king's on g6. His king's on h8, and my pawn is on d2.
E2.
Right? e2. Sorry, e2. Yeah, that's right, e2. Because I played queen e8, queen h5. Um, okay. Okay, so I suggested king f7, and I was calculating g5, um, g5, e4, and then g4, e5, and then g3, e6, and then g2, e7, and then g8, queen, and then e8, queen with check. And my king is on f7, his king's on h8. So if he plays queen g8, I just play queen takes g8, which is good enough, I think. So his only move is king h7, I think. Wait, my king is on f7. There's no queen h5.
Right, right.
Um, yeah, that's fair. Okay, new solution is needed. See, he made a pawn on g1. Um, okay, let's look at my checks. I have a check on e4, I think. And okay, on the check on e4, what does he play? Can he block it? I don't think so, because queen g6, I just take. If he goes to h8, back to h8, um, then I think I have queen h4, and that is mate. Um, wait, no, do I? Yeah, he's g1. Yeah, no, he's g1. He's fine. Um, and so he can't go back to h8 on queen e4 check. He has to play um, king h6. And then I think I have hold on. Or king h6. So okay, what happens on queen h4 again? Let's see what happens on queen h4. Um, okay, that's that just mate. He can't go to g5 or g6. He can go to no, he can't go to g7 either. Okay, so yeah, so queen e4, king h6, queen h4 does also look like checkmate. I think those are his only legal moves.
Good. Yeah, 100% correct.
Okay,
Nice
good.
done. All right, so you kind of actually breezed through these problems. So I do have a couple more. They're a little bit more difficult, but
All right,
shouldn't take
sure.
much time. Yeah,
I'm with
those are
you.
pretty. Okay, final position. This one, yeah, probably is most challenging out of all of them. But
Okay.
again, you see the idea quickly. White king on b5, white pawns on d7 and f5, black king on e7. That's it. Why'd you
E7
play that?
and f5. And his king's on e7, so he
Yeah.
basically wants to take my d pawn as fast as possible.
Mhm.
Or might want to. And my pawn's on f5, his king's on 7, so he has time to play. So if I play like, you said my pawn's on d7 and f5, right? And where's my king at? b5? Okay, so b5. So if I, let's say just straight up queen, for example, d8 queen, king d8, f6. He probably just plays king e8, and then he's in time to stop f7. And if I play f6 immediately, does he have time to take the pawn? King takes d7, f7, king e7, f8. He can stop the pawn that way too. So it doesn't look like I can do it without my king. My king's not that far, but okay, so it's fine. The pawn's still on f5. So it's still kind of further back. Maybe I can get to it with my king. My pawn's on d7, his king's on e7. He doesn't want to waste time. So let's say I start with king c6, for example. So the threat is to wait. No, king c6 defends the d7 pawn, doesn't it? I'm crazy. Oh, it's my turn. Okay, it's king c6 defends d7, which is not bad. So my threat is to play like king c7 to win. So he has to stop that, and the only way to stop that is to play uh, king d8. And then if I play king d5, king takes d7. Has he gotten the opposition? That's annoying. So king c6, king d8. And then king d5, king d7. Okay, that makes sense because then king e5, king e7, and I'm kind of out of squares. Okay, I need a new plan. King on b5 isn't the okay. Hold on. What if I do start with d8, but then he's faster to my f pawn. So if d8, king d8, king c5 or king c6, he can play king back to e7, king d5. He can play king f6. But that's still good for him, I think. He gets to play king f6. And then it doesn't matter what I play, like king e4, and he's just winning, I think. Or not winning, but it's a draw. Okay, so d8 queen doesn't look like look right. Because d8 he takes on d8, king c5, we go into that variation where he plays king e7, king d5, king f6. Okay, new plan. Okay, so f6, never play f6. He takes on d7 because he has to. We already looked at this because f7, king e7, and f8, he's good. All right, what do I need to do? I need to, in the variation where I play king c6 and he plays king d8, I need a better idea. Oh, hold on. Hold on. If I king c6, king d8, I just play like f7 or f6 rather. But f6 stops king e7, which makes it a draw.
It's kind of one of those positions that's deceivingly difficult,
Yeah. A lot of
two pawns versus king. Like, how hard could it be?
but the fact that that's a fact, the fact that f6 stops king e7 makes it more like a study position, which makes me think I'm on the right path. That's kind of how I go about. It's like, okay, this is deliberate. Someone set this up on purpose. Okay, hold on. So king e6 is a really interesting move. It basically forces king d8. It's the most forcing move. I want to avoid a draw, and if I play king d5 and he takes on d7 and I play f6, surely he's fine here. 8. Okay, he takes on d7. Okay, so hold on. Takes on d7, so king d5, king d7, f6. What does he get? King e8, I guess. Um, like king e6. That looks pretty. What's going on here? Yeah, does he have to play king f8? But if he plays king f8, then f7 is winning. Because f7, he has to. Oh my God, is this gonna be like one of those also? I can't even queen. I have to make a rook because he's going to like h7 or something. I don't know. This is weird. So king c6, king d8, king d5, king takes d7, f6. Never play f6. Um, f6 is interesting. He can't play king e7. Um, he's on d7. I'm on d5. He can't move forward. He can't play king e7. If he plays king d8, I'm just winning with king e6, I think. But then he plays king e8. How strange. That's weird that he can maybe play king d8 in that position. But no, that can't be good because if king d7, king d5, so king d5, king d7, f6, king d8. Do I have like king d6? No, but I played f6 already. If king d6, king e8, king e6, then king f8, f7 again. What's going on? That looks honestly, I might be crazy, but that looks like it's winning. Um, king king c6, king d8, king d5, king d7, f6. If king e8, king e6, and I'm winning because he plays king d8, I play f7. If he plays
Right.
king f8, I play f7, and then after f7 he has to play, I don't know, let's say king g7, and I play king e7, and he plays king h7, I make a rook. Um, and yeah, in the other variation, king d8, I have king d6, and then we kind of transpose king e8, king e6, and then again he has to play king f8, and then f7 is winning.
You
I'm
get
gonna.
that.
Sorry,
Nicely done. Yeah, I said you
that's it.
got the
All
opposition.
right, solid. Yeah, is that good? Is that the solution?
Yeah, that
All
was
right,
perfect.
good, awesome.
Good stuff. All right.